Hi, everyone. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Bridget, and I'm so glad to have you. It's a couple of days after Thanksgiving, and we just finished our deck. My husband and his dad have been working on this deck for about the last couple of months, and they finally got it finished. And I'm so excited to get it because we've been living in this house since 2002. So for 21 years, we've been waiting to build this deck. Just they say if you ever move into a house and you haven't done something, you've got something left to do, you better do it because once you move in, you'll never do it. Well, that's the case here. That's what we did. So we've had this door in our kitchen that the door that goes to nowhere for so long, but now we have a deck out here. So I'm really excited. It's a covered deck. We originally were going to screen it in, and then we decided the view was so pretty once we got it built. We thought, you know what, I don't know if I want to cut down on my view by screening it in. So we decided for now we're not going to, but we can always add a screen later, maybe this spring if we decide that too many bugs or whatever, we can always add a screen. But anyway, so today what I'm going to do, I've got a few things already up here that my husband helped me bring up. And one of my favorite things that I brought up was actually a table that my stepdad, Greg, built for me this week. And it's a sawbuck table. And I had bought the top from I had the tabletop. I had bought it from this friend of mine, and it was a beautiful top. It's an antique top, and it just needed a base. So Greg built me a sawbuck table, with the X's on the end, a sawbuck table. So I painted it and distressed it, and I'll show you guys that here in just a few minutes. I'm really excited about that, and I'm just trying to make this a rustic place. It's kind of an extension off of my kitchen, and we'll have more room here when all the kids get here and the grandkids. We'll have a lot more room. And so today I'm just going to kind of try to decorate it. Plus, I'm going to also decorate it for Christmas. So we got up this morning and we went over to the farm where my husband's cousin lives, Gilbert. So we went over there and cut down this cedar tree because I wanted just a real old-fashioned looking, rustic deck. And we just cut this cedar tree. And so that's the only thing I've done up here so far. I've got the cedar tree and I've got lights on it. So just hope you'll join me as I just venture out here today and try to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to decorate this. I'm eager to do it because, like I said, I've been waiting forever to get it. So I hope you guys will stick around. So if you like this video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And let's just get right into this video. Thought I'd share with you what it looked like before we started the deck. And that's hubby hanging onto the side of the wall there. And this is my father-in-law. He was up here every single day helping him work on this deck. And they did such a good job. Well, let's just step outside here and I'll show you the finished deck. And it's all empty, but that's soon going to change. But my first stop is to jump in the truck with hubby and go cut a cedar tree. I can't wait to get a Christmas tree out here, and then I'll go from there. Well, we're off to the farm to get a cedar tree. There's just something so fun about cutting your own tree. Now look at all these cows. They think that we're coming to feed them. They're going to be so disappointed. I thought that black one was going to get in the truck with us. This little guy, he got a little scared. And I love this old barn. Feels like we're going four-wheeling. And there's all the cedar trees. Now I just hope I can find a pretty one. hubby's got his saw, so I'm on the lookout for that perfect tree. And there it is. Let's see. All right, let's try this bench on this side. And let's put, this is the iron bench that I bought last year at Tractor Supply. And I've robbed all the stuff off of my front porch this morning. You know what that means?
All of it.
So anyway, I brought this bench and two of the chairs that match it. So I'm going to try to use this out here because it'll probably do better with the weather. Let's try it on the other. Let's try it on the other side. It's not centered. It needs to go down that way. The bench needs to scoot down just a tad, I think. No, I think that's right. I was standing at the wrong angle. I think that's right. I think I like that better. All right, now, next thing's the spinning wheel. Your favorite thing.
My favorite.
Your favorite thing. I think
love it.
I want to put that spinning wheel, because you want this side over here to be your little comfortable spot. That won't. Let's try the spinning wheel over here in this corner. Yeah, I like that. Let me go inside and see what else I've got that we can bring out here. Oh, I know what I've got. Remember that wood box that I had at the show that everybody wanted to buy, and I decided I didn't want to sell it because I wanted to save it for here. Yeah, I'm going to bring that out here. Do you still have all that cedar in the trunk of in the bed of the truck, or did you unload it?
We got several trees, I think.
Several trees. Okay, I need to get me some cedar, and I'm going to put that box out here. I'm probably going to end up needing a lot more than this, but I'll start with this. Let's see. Since I got the cedar tree over here, I don't want to set it right next to that. Let's see. I think I'm going to set it right here. Yeah, y'all, this is a little box that I had at my show, and I had it in my house forever. It had a little lid on it, and I just had it at the end of my hall. And when I took it to the show, I never really liked it with the lid on it. And I took the lid off because we were trying to move it, and I ended up just sticking some cedar down in it, and I fell in love with it, and then I didn't want to sell it. So now its new home is going to be out here. So I'm just going to take some of this cedar. This stuff, you get that tree sap on you, it will not come off. I have that, that thing I used to have hanging in the hall. It's like a tin little chandelier thing. It's not electrified, it's just candles. I want to hang it up there. Do you think you can put like a screw or something in this tin? We've got like a little rustic tin, little roof on it. How can I hang that from here? Or can I hang that from here?
How long do you think you're going to want it there if I start drilling holes in the ceiling.
It's probably going to always live there.
I've heard that
It
before.
probably will.
I've heard that before.
Well, I found it, y'all. I went in the house and got it, and he took it to the basement, and he rigged up some kind of, don't fall, piece of wire. And then, what, is that going to hold it?
It's a magnet.
Is it a strong magnet?
We'll see.
Let me tell you when it's centered. This is a little sled that I bought the other day. The day after Thanksgiving, we were out, had gone to an open house for Black Friday, and I found the cutest little sled. It was sitting out on the porch of this antique mall, and it was a real cheap. I got a good little deal on it, and I thought it would be perfect sitting out here on my deck. So now I'll probably end up putting something with some cedar in it and some pine in it. And I'll do all that once I get everything in place. And also I'm going to need cushions. And I may have to just kind of make do with some that I've got for now, because I'm probably going to have to make some and cover some that I like that'll look good out here. But I'll just have to go dig in my little stash of pillows and see what I can come up with. Now I'm going to try to work on this little area. I've had this little cabinet for a long time. And I knew I wanted to use it. It's really big, and I didn't really have any place in the house for it, so I've had it in the basement. So I thought I'd bring it up here and maybe put some of my Crocs on it. Now, I had these Crocs, and Ricky carried those up here for me and set them out. So now I'm going to go try to find something to put on this shelf and something to go in the middle of my table. Let's see, found this little lamp I'm going to put out here, this little light. And got that Croc. Let's try this little light. See where my plugs are. Now, see what else I can find. Let's see. I found this little kind of, she just about had it, this old basket that's got some holes and stuff, but I'm just going to lay it in here and in there. And lay some of this cedar in there that we cut. Gosh, y'all, there ain't nothing that, to me, that screams Christmas like the smell of fresh cedar. It reminds me of when I was a little girl, when we would have Christmas at my grandmother's house, my mom's mom. I called her Nanny. When we would go to Nanny and Pa's house, they wouldn't put their Christmas tree up until usually sometimes a day, maybe 2 days before Christmas, and they would always go cut a fresh cedar tree. And they had those big bulb lights on there, and I loved that so much when I was little, and I think that smell that I get from that cedar reminds me of them. All right, I think that looks pretty. All right, let's see. Now, I need to figure out, I've got this big empty corner right here, what I'm going to put here. I've got one more of these chairs, these metal chairs. This Windsor metal chair. I didn't have 4. If I'd had 4, I would put all 4 around the table. But I only had 3 of the Windsor chairs and 1 bench. So I had to use the bench and 2 chairs. And let's try to put this extra chair right here. And this little table is one that I had on my front porch. And I decided not to use it during Christmas, so I'm going to put it out here. I need something on that table, something on the center of the sawbuck table, and something on the sled. And maybe something next to this crock shelf. And a couple of things to hang on this wall on either side of this window. So let me go see what I can find. Found these barrels I had, and I think I'm going to put them on each side of this crock shelf. I've got one more to go there. Now, yeah, those look good. Now I need something for that little table. Got this little wood bucket. More cedar is wearing me out running up and down these stairs, back and forth to the truck to get this cedar, because I don't want to bring it all up here and set it on the floor and make a big mess. So I'm trying to get it as I need it. Yeah, I'm going to put this little rug scrap. It's got kind of red in it. I thought it'd be pretty for Christmas. Just off of an old rug, an old oriental rug. And some of my greenery. All right. Now, I need to find something to put on this pretty table. And I'm going to give you all a closer view of this beautiful table that Greg built me. I already had this top. It's a real primitive top. Greg built the base for me. It's a sawbuck table base. And what I did was paint it kind of an old grayish green. Actually, it was a kind of a light, almost like a teal blue when I painted it, and it looked so bright. But after I distressed it, and then I put some, let's see, I think I put antique gel stain full base on it, and it turned out so pretty. I was just tickled to death with it. I think Greg did a wonderful job on that. I really love it. Now I gotta find just the right thing to put in the center of it. I'm gonna put something to, like some kind of runner or rug or something, and then probably something with some greenery. Again, I'm on the hunt. Let me go see what I can find. Well, I've got these two things. I've got a rug scrap, or I've got this really, really pretty penny rug. And let's see. That looks awful pretty. Let me try the rug scrap. Because what I'm going to do, I'll put a wooden bowl on here. And let's see. I think I like that. Let me try this and see which one I like better. No, I think I like this better. Now, let me grab some of this greenery I brought up. Just going to put it. Greenery makes everything pretty. Now, let's see. I think I want to put something inside that bowl. I use a lot of gourds in my kitchen, and I usually use those with greenery. So since I'm kind of trying to make this go along with my kitchen, I think I'm going to get some type of gourd. Okay. I went out in my yard and found these pine cones off of our pine trees. I think I'm going to add a few little pine cones to lay around. don't have any big cushions to go in the seats, but I think until I get some, I'm just going to have to order some. They're out of season, so I'm just going to I folded these up where they'll fit the seats. And then I had these pillows in my closet, so they're not really the color I wanted, but I can cover those. Just probably not right this minute. And they'll probably be okay for during Christmas. And I found a couple of pillows that had, since I've got all this black out here, got this buffalo check one I'm going to put in this chair. And then I've got this one that my mom made me, and it's a silhouette on it of a colonial man. So we're going to put him right there. Okay, got this crock and some greenery. This is pretty cedar. It's got the little blueberries on it. I've got some more little pieces of pine that I cut outside this morning. And I can feel the sticky sap on it too. All right, now I've got this one little area right here that I probably need some kind of chair or something. Chairs are never a problem because I have more chairs in my house than I have anything. So let me go see what kind of chair I can find that can go right here. Found this chair, little coverlet pillow in there, little antique coverlet pillow. Let's see what that looks like. I found these two crocks that I'm going to use. Let's see, let's scoot this over a tad. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay. I think this little black chair needs a pillow. Well, found a pillow and I found a rug. That pillow kind of matches the other ones that I have over there that are striped. And I've got this old antique rug that I'm going to put over here. Show you. Lay this little rug down. I've got this pretty Merry Christmas sign. It says Merry Christmas, caring, sharing, loving, laughing. So I'm going to put this up here. I hung me a little hook. Those wonderful hooks I told you guys about that are for vinyl siding. I've got this sign that I made, this tavern sign that I painted, I don't know, a couple years ago probably. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit more to this basket. I've got just a gourd I'm going to lay in here. Let's see. And some pine cones, some more pine cones that I got out of the yard. I think I'm just about finished out here today. And I'm going to wait for it to get dark, and then I'll come out here with my camera and do a little video of what it looks like all finished. And with the lights lit up, the tree will show up pretty tonight, and we'll call it a wrap.